Look at those teeth.
Good job, good job. Woohoo! Good job, bro.
On the big day! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Hooked on OC here on ABC TV 47 every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. I'm your host, Scott Lenox. Folks, today we are going back bay fishing, Ocean City, Maryland. And I say back bay fishing because there's so much going on right now, I don't even know exactly what we're going to target. Bluefish, rockfish, shad, flounder, tall, even some black drum being caught. It's going to be a really nice day. Wind starts off a little bit, but then it seems to be settling down about midday. I'm going with my good buddy Blake Gunther, and we're going to show you something that we definitely want you to keep an eye on. He makes it, I sell it, and fish love it. Stay tuned after the break. We're back bay fishing, Ocean City, Maryland. We'll be right back. Hooked on OC. We'll be right back.
Storm has the area's largest selection of sunglasses to choose from. Brand names like Oakley, Maui Jim, Von Zipper, Electric, Ray-Ban, Costa, Smith, and Spy. Over 3,000 pairs of great brand name sunglasses. Nobody has this kind of selection anywhere. Storm has a great selection of watches featuring Nixon, G-Shock, Neff, and Freestyle. Over 32,000 square feet of awesome surfwear and equipment. Visit Storm Surf Shop today on the boardwalk at North Division Street.
Sunset Marina is Ocean City's premier full-service marina resort. Sunset Marina is located just 5 minutes from the Ocean City Beach and Boardwalk. Sunset's charter fleet boasts the finest fleet of sport fishing boats in the Mid-Atlantic, all operated by Coast Guard licensed captains. One look at Sunset's amenities and you're hooked for good. Contact Sunset Marina today to book your fishing charter. Call 1-877-514-FISH. And now back for more Hooked on OC. Little fella coming up.
There you go.
There we go, bro. Skunks out. All right, there he is, guys. The old Ocean City back bay striper. Maryland State fish. Little guys. So we got out here, realized the wind was blowing a little harder than we like to right now, waiting for the tide to head out. Probably gonna try some tog in a little bit, but what's a go-to, man? When you get out here and there's nothing else going on, got to hide from the wind, that sort of thing, always a chance you can catch some rockfish. The Route 50 bridge, Route 90 bridge, Verrazano bridge, South Jetty, North Jetty, they're all over the place back here. Really fun fighting fish. Here's a perfect example of one. That fish is only about 15 inches. Obviously going back. Our size limits this year, we're allowed 1 fish per person. 1 fish per person, that's it. And there's a slot where you're allowed to keep them. Fish has to be at least 28 inches long. Can't be any longer than 35 inches. So you got 7 inches in there where that fish has to fall. Kind of sucks. Regulations right now are not very good, but rockfish are kind of in trouble. Looking at some other regulations and stuff maybe coming down the pipeline. Hopefully not a moratorium on them. Let me introduce you to what I caught him on. Bingo, bango, boom. And here's our collab right here. This is the new Fishing OC thingamajig. All right, they're available at most tackle shops right now. Atlantic Tackle's got them. We're selling them on the website. We've got 2 different head color options. We'll show you those in just a little bit. But that's it, 1/2 ounce jig, 4-inch shad body, a couple of different colors we'll show you in a little bit, but that's what he just ate right there. Fishing the Route 50 bridge, west part of the span, over here by Martha's Landing, right where we'll be tog fishing in a little while. First fish in the boat. Nice. There we go. Sweetness, sweetness, sweetness. Beautiful. A little bit better fish. Thank you for that, Blake.
Yes, sir.
And we're not netting this fish for anything other than the fact that we don't want to break any leader or break any rods or anything like that, right? I know this fish isn't legal or anything by any stretch, but rather than trying to jerk him in the boat with 20-pound braid on there and 20-pound leader, just gonna put the net on him, pull him in real quick, and then take him off and release him. Oh, here, look, I said it less than 5 minutes ago. Here, we'll get Blake's on. I'll show you Blake's in just a second. I said as soon as we find him, I bet both of us get hooked up. And then sure enough, I'm gonna release one. Blake's got one on now. Well done, sir. The flip job, yeah! These are really, really healthy fish, man. Here, look, allow me. There he goes, there he goes. Really healthy fish, man, and they're really prevalent here at the Route 50 bridge. You get these, if you read my fishing report, I call them schoolie size because a lot of times they're swimming in these big schools of 15 to 20-inch fish, whereas the bigger fish, those schools are much, much smaller. Sometimes they're only swimming in a couple of fish to a school, right? Beautiful looking rockfish here. That is awesome, man. Really clean, no scars, no sea lice on him, so that means he's been back here in the bay for a little while. Water's pretty clean, bite's pretty good. Catching a couple fish. Nicely done, son. We're flipping. I'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing here too, guys. So, you guys have seen us fish the Route 50 bridge plenty with big bird cropper, right? We're down here all the time. We're on the shallower part of the bay right now. We're only fishing in probably 5 to 8 feet of water. And Blake has got something on his boat that, man, if you want to get into the market for it, it is awesome. It's a Minn Kota trolling motor, and he's got something on there called Spot Lock. And basically what that is your trolling motor, you push a button, bam, and you stay exactly where you want to be without having to have an anchor out. You don't have to deploy 2 anchors to be over a wreck out in the ocean if you're tog fishing. These things are super powerful. They've become really, really popular over the last couple of years. Minn Kota is probably the brand that most people go to nowadays, right? Minn Kota is probably the most popular brand that folks go to. And we've got an advertiser with us right now, Midshore Electronics. They are a Minn Kota dealer, so give Ben and his folks a call at Midshore, and they'll hook you up with one of these things. Right now, it sounds like they're back ordered. Most things in the world are back ordered, unfortunately, right now. Prices are going up because of what COVID did to the supply chain and most everything. So it might be a little bit of a wait, but get on the list right now, and we'll show you a little bit more about it in a bit. But Minn Kota trolling motors. Here's the controller for it. You can see how simple it is. He's even got settings on there. What we've been doing is we started at the west side of the bridge. He's got a setting on there that will move us 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, whichever direction we want to go. All he's got to do is push a button, it moves us over, resets us, and we stay exactly the distance we want to stay from the bridge. Really, really cool stuff. Oh, and on cue! Woo! Hook him up! Yeah, dude.
They're right by that one pile.
That's a nicer fish.
We're getting bigger.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to find anything in the keeper size, but these are beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun.
There he is, man. I'm sitting here explaining things, and Blake's back there catching away. But striped bass, Maryland state fish, beautiful specimen. That one's probably 18 inches maybe. And like I say, he's got to be 10 inches bigger than this to be able to keep him. 28 inches to keep him. And then if he's over 35, you got to let him go back. Citation size fish for a striped bass in Maryland is 40 inches, right? So there's not going to be any citation fish caught this year that you're allowed to keep because they all got to go back at over 35. But Maryland DNR is pretty nice, so if you measure one, take a photo, they'll probably still give you a citation. You just won't be able to harvest and eat that fish. Boom! Rockfishing the Route 50 bridge. After that, probably gonna try some Tog over here at Martha's Landing, South Jetty. You're watching Hooked on OC, and we appreciate it.
Hooked on OC, we'll be right back.
Top Dog Services is built on an essential response attitude and has been serving the entire East Coast since 1994. In these uncertain times, we understand our customers' need for an immediately safe environment. Top Dog is now specializing in electrostatic cleaning as well as full commercial janitorial services for clients that include the U.S. Pentagon. We have crews ready to efficiently and proactively address and clean confirmed COVID-19 areas to allow a safe return to the space at the earliest convenience. Give Top Dog Services a call to find out why our mottos stand strong. Lean on experience, adapt to new ideas.
At Park Place Jewelers, we believe your true love should be wearing the brightest diamond in the room. Why do seemingly identical diamonds have a 70% difference in price? Park Place Jewelers is introducing the Bright Crystal Diamond, which is scientifically proven to be in the world's top 10% of all the world's brightest natural diamonds. Come into Park Place Jewelers and find out why, from virtual reality to third-party validation and a GIA grading report, we will provide more buyer education and instill confidence in our customers that the Bright Crystal Diamond they are buying is a world-class diamond.
Improve your vision, improve your life. Call now to schedule your exam appointment or bring your prescription in today. An Optical Galleria is the creator of Hook Optics, the hottest new brand of polarized sunglasses made to handle the most demanding environments. This award-winning practice has 3 convenient locations: West Ocean City, Centerville, and Easton. On the web at eyesandart.net and hookoptics.com.
Atlantic Tackle, we know fishing. Atlantic Tackle is the Mid-Atlantic's most complete tackle store, showcasing a huge selection of rods and reels, bait and tackle, fishing apparel, eyewear, and ocean-inspired home decor from industry leaders like Penn, Shimano, Bait Masters, Costa, Smith Optics, Pelagic, Hook, Olakai, Extra Tough, and Yeti. Stop by Atlantic Tackle on Sunset Avenue across from Sunset Grill in West Ocean City, or visit us online at atlantictackle.com.
And now back for more Hooked on OC.
Work, bro. Nice, brother.
Yeah.
Nice. Pretty work. All right, so let me introduce you a little bit more detail to the brand new, just developed, product researched. This is the Thingamajig. Brand new Thingamajig. My wife Kristen came up with that name. Real catchy. Told Blake what we thought we were going to name it. He liked that quite a bit. And Blake is actually part of the manufacturing process. Blake is our jig manufacturer. He's making these heads for us. Really awesome design on this head. Found a quality mustad hook to put in every single one of them. 1/2 ounce on the head. Any details you can tell me that I don't know that since we've been talking about putting this together?
Yeah, so they're a 4-aught mustad hook,
okay.
The saltwater hook. They're actually a special 30-degree eye shank, so you can find 60 and 90. The 30s are custom made.
That's what fits perfectly in this.
The chartreuse is actually a super glow paint, so maybe under the bridges.
I'll show you the difference. They come in 2 different. So when you go to Atlantic Tackle, you find them online. You're gonna find them in 2 different packages. All right. Blake's got we both have the white head on currently, and what you'll find is the white and the green. Okay, they come rigged differently. The white comes with the white and chartreuse. The green glow head comes with the killer minnow body, and they both have 2 replacement shads in there of different colors. All right. So after we did some talking to people and things like that, they want a little bit of difference, right? Something you can try. Might not be biting white one day, but they might be biting the killer minnow or the chartreuse. So we gave those options inside the bag. So 1 fully rigged with 2 extra shads, white head in one, green glow head in the other one. Right now, seems like the white on white is doing a little bit better than what I'm using with the white and the green. So I might switch to this one over the course of the next 10-15 minutes. If he keeps catching fish and my bites are more scattered out, I'll switch to this one, which is a great option to have, all right in the same packaging. So Thingamajig available right now at Atlantic Tackle. They've got them at Bahia Marina as well, or you can get them online at fishingoc.com. An obvious rockfish catcher.
Definitely.
Oh, and by the way, he put a skirt on one the other day and caught 10 flounder in about an hour and a half.
Crushed them.
All right, so I just lost the tail of my my grub. and I don't want that because that's not going to swim real straight, right? So I'm going to replace it, and here's how you do that. Real simple. Find the spot where I want the shad to land. And all I got to do is talk to you guys, and Blake catches fish. So just might as well keep this running. He can stand in the background and catch fish, and I'll just explain little things to you guys. So there you go again, like we talked about. Funny how things work. But here's how it goes on there. I want that hook to fall right there between my fingers. So I mark that spot with my thumb. You go in the front of the bait, take the point of the hook to where you want it to come out in between my fingers, and then curl the bait around and pull the point out the top of the bait. And then I'm gonna push it up the shank. These have a little collar on the front, right? So we were telling you before, Blake put a skirt on there, was flounder fishing with it the other day and caught some flounder. That's what that's for. That's a bait holder. So you can put a skirt on there. You can push the grub over top of that. That's gonna help it hold on a little bit longer. Boom. Replacement shad, ready to go. Yeah, man. Ooh, that's a good fish. Whoa!
That one's a little uglier.
That's a little ugly as right.
It's
just
sandy? Nah.
No, that's a bacteria. Yeah, he's a little ugly. We'll take ugly ones.
Yeah.
Catching the smaller ones. That guy's a little bit ugly. That looks like sand almost, but it's not. That's a bacteria on his scales. Still looks fine. Fish itself looks fine, but if I catch him and he's legal length, he's probably still going back because I just don't like the look of scales like that. But rockfish, you're catching and releasing, having a blast with a buddy. Awesome. I got my nice, I didn't think I was going to need it this morning. I told these guys I got my nice Pure Lure Harborside packable jacket, and it was in the backpack, hoping not to need it, but sure did when that wind came puffing. There's another fish. Just going to show you how close these fish are hanging to the pilings. I thought I was going to take a chance where I said, hey man, I'm going to shoot the gap. You got two of these piling sets like this, and every so often you'll see them close together like this. If I threw it right down the middle, first cast, bam, this fish jumps on there. So they are definitely hanging real close to the structure, and they are hungry right now at the end of this incoming tide. Having a lot of fun with my buddy Blake Gunther. Cash some money in the Ocean City Inshore Classic pretty much every year. I don't think it has anything to do with this spot lock, but we don't allow anchoring, and that's a pretty good advantage. Boom!
Hooked on OC, we'll be right back. We catch a lot of fish here at Hooked on OC, and my JPR custom rods are nothing but the best. Some of the finest inshore, offshore, casting, spinning, and trolling rods on the planet today. Custom rods, custom logos, all at unbeatable prices. Go to jprrods.com.
With over 130 years combined experience, Midshore Electronics offers a team of FCC licensed, factory trained, and CMET technicians that are ready for any marine electronics installation, modification, or repair. No project too small. Midshore Electronics provides the most innovative marine electronics solutions available, and our work has been voted best on the Bay for over 20 years. With locations in both Cambridge and Ocean City, you can depend on Midshore Electronics to give you the highest quality of sales, installation, and design services available. Visit our website, stop by, or call us today.
Hey guys, what's up? We're here with Luke from Sandmarks Marketing. He's here to tell us all about his awesome guide he's got ready for you to pick up in town. Luke, what's up?
Hey Scott, how you doing? Thanks. Luke Howard from Sandmarks Marketing, here to introduce the premier edition of Destination Ocean City and the Delaware Beaches.
Got a great golf guide in here. Of course, you got something for the fishermen.
I do. I also have spa, salon, and attractions for the wife and family too. For a comprehensive overview of the entire Delmarva area.
Pick it up in your hotel room while you're in town.
Look for the beach chair and you'll be there.
Tipsy Tiki is a floating tiki bar, the only one in the Ocean City area that is Coast Guard certified for 12 passengers with a Maryland State liquor license. Great for bachelor, bachelorette parties, and birthdays, anniversaries. Enjoy a calm cruise in the backwaters behind Assateague Island in Ocean City. The cost is $70 per person, which includes a 90-minute cruise and full bar service. You can bring your own food or you can call Crab Alley for carryout. Check us out at Facebook or our website at tipsytiki.com. Call 443-606-0822. Our friendly crew is ready to welcome you aboard.
And now back for more Hooked on OC.
Nice. Feisty, man. These little guys, like Blake's like, oh, he's got some pull. It's still the same 16-inch fish. But sometimes they get a little finicky, right?
You got that current.
Yeah, you get in the current. And they're going to fight a little harder. Here's the object. So here's what we're doing. You can see we're as close to these pilings as we can get. With this spot lock on this Minn Kota trolling motor, it's super easy, right? We have all the confidence in the world that motor's going to keep us in place. So what we're doing is we're throwing on, it's an incoming tide, so the tide's coming in from the inlet like this, and when it comes in, even though the bridge runs this direction, it doesn't mean that the water runs directly through these pilings like you would think. It's running across the pilings, kind of at a 3/4 angle. So we're throwing to the right-hand side, and a lot of times it's drifting over to the left-hand side. So we want to be in the middle part of the pilings, in the middle of the opening, so we can throw to the right. It'll sink down toward the bottom, it'll get over toward the left, and then we can pull it right along that piling edge. We're getting a lot of our bites that way. I'm getting a couple of bites as we throw it in toward the right-hand side as it sinks, but most of the bites are coming as it either drifts across the opening or gets to the left-hand side over here, which is over to the west, and hits that piling line, and we come right up the piling line, and bam, that's where they're hanging out. Just like I was saying, Blake let that thing get right over by those pilings. Those fish might even actually, we're not trying to expend too much energy, so they might be hanging out in between each piling, right? Waiting for a bait to drift by. Sure enough, he's right over there against them, and bam, got another bite. Yeah!
Inhaled it.
Whoa! Look, now it's your turn!
Thingamajig.
Now it's your turn to be taking one off when somebody gets hooked up. This one's swimming toward me. Yep. Yeah, buddy.
Doubler.
Check that out, folks. Double header. That's why we call them schoolies. Those fish are almost the exact same size. They're down there swimming in a school together, and they are hungry. Having a great time eating that thingamajig, man. A lot of fun. You got kids, come down here. These fish are here pretty much, I'd say they're here pretty much all year.
Yep.
Catch them in January if the weather's warm enough. February, they really start biting once it gets in. You get those Indian summer days in the middle part of February, and then March it really starts to pick up. We're here in May, and I wouldn't call it on fire, but the embers are lit. Woo! But what fun. This is so much fun for kids, folks. When these fish are biting like this, man, they are a blast. All you need to do is it's obvious the thingamajig is working like a charm. Big Bird Croppers Roy Rig, which we also sell at fishingoc.com. A couple of local shops have it as well. They work really, really well for this kind of fishing. They also catch bluefish. Blake's caught flounder on the thingamajig already. It's only been out for not even a month yet, but really effective on these rockfish down here, and it is a blast. All you gotta do is teach the kids how to cast it back there, or cast it for them, get them hooked up, and hand it over, and they'll have a really, really good time fighting these small fish. Like we are. Swimming into that current. Look at that little rat. Whoa! Man, this is fun. I want to tell you something to be careful about. So earlier on, these fish are so small, we're starting to just sling them in the boat, right? Early on, we put the net on one of those larger fish, and that's because you don't want to do something that's called rod tipping them, all right? Here's what I mean by rod tipping them. If you're real close to the fish, and you're at the edge of the boat, and you decide to pull them in, the weight of the fish is going to pull down on the rod like this, and you can see the bend that it puts in the rod. So the closer I get the reel and the rod butt to the fish and the lure, the sharper that angle is. So that's why you'll see me lift it up and then I take my rod and pull it back like this, because it puts a more gradual bend on the rod. If I rod tip them and pull them in the boat, you have the potential of the weight coming down so fast and so hard that you're gonna break the rod. And I've done that. I did that to Captain Monty Hawkins with a Tog one time. I slung him in the boat. I rod tipped him because I couldn't get the butt of the rod out of the way. The weight of the fish came down like this, and I snapped the rod. I still owe him money for that rod. And here's what I'm talking about rod tipping. Pull them up too fast, too quick, you break the rod, so move the rod back and pull them in, and you're okay. Man, chartreuse got hot. That's back-to-back casts with the white head on that thingamajig and that green shad body. That's chartreuse and chartreuse shad body. Really good. And look, that's how I'm throwing it. That thing is beat up, man. I'm gonna fix it, get it on there so it runs a little bit straighter, but caught a bunch of fish on this jig right here, man. Probably a dozen, 10 or 12 on this jig alone with this shad body. Didn't know what to expect when we first got out here, man. The wind was cranking, tide was rolling in, but had an absolute blast here at the Route 50 bridge, catching some of these rockfish and releasing them. Thingamajig did the damage, man, and the fish did the damage on the thingamajig.
Sorry, get whacked. The guy was
like, shut up, Lennox. But this is a perfect segue. We're going tog fishing next, so stick around after the break. We're heading over to Martha's Landing, gonna put some different rigs on, some different baits, see if we can catch a bay tog here in the back bays of Ocean City, Maryland. Be right back.
Hooked on OC, we'll be right back.
Featuring the finest and largest fleet of charter boats in the Mid-Atlantic region, the Ocean City Fishing Center has been the premier spot for offshore sports fishing for 4 decades. Whether it's a family outing, a corporate event, or just a day on the water with your friends, all our charters are led by Coast Guard licensed captains and boast knowledgeable crews dedicated to helping you catch the big one. Call us today and book your charter. We accommodate groups of all sizes. The Ocean City Fishing Center. The locals know it's the best place to go.
Hey everybody, looking for what's going on in and around Ocean City? Pick up the Dispatch. 25,000 copies in over 200 locations all around Delmarva. And the Fishin' OC Fishing Report by yours truly with pictures from Dave Messick and some of the best captains in the biz. Pick it up.
Racetrack Marine, the area's premier Tidewater center console and Sylvan pontoon boat dealer. In stock or custom order Tidewaters starting at 18 feet and Sylvan pontoons up to 27 feet. Service, maintenance, and trailers. Find it all here at Racetrack Marine. We buy, broker, and sell pre-owned boats too. Deep discounts and the best stem-to-stern warranty available. Say goodbye to last year's boat repairs. Stop dreaming and start boating today. Racetrack Marine, the place that does it all.
You know Miller Lite only has 1 more calorie, right?
And more taste. Good choice.
And now back for more Hooked on OC.
All right, guys, so made a little move. Things have changed here. We had a really awesome time over there at the Route 50 bridge catching those rockfish. Blake and I think we caught over 40 fish, and it was about 2 hours worth of fishing. But the plan today was to come out here and do some tog fishing, right? So that was just to kill some time before we came over here to Martha's Landing and tried some of these tog. And here's how Blake does it. Really, really cool setup. You've never seen this on the show before because we've never used them, but they've gotten very, very popular over the past couple of years. This is a tog jig. And we don't mean jig like the thingamajig where you're casting something or you're bouncing it off the bottom, that sort of thing. This literally goes down to the bottom and just sits. And you can see how it's gonna sit. He's got one on. You can see how it's gonna sit just like that on the bottom. You put the bait on here and that fish comes around, nibble, 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 boom, and then you set the hook on him. Got a good one?
Ah, I think that's pretty good.
Look at that, dude. Fantastic.
Hey, keep talking, man.
While we're
keep
talking, as I talk today, he catches fish. So like I said earlier, we're going to just keep on talking. But Blake custom makes these jigs himself. Really talented guy. He's making the head for the thingamajig, and he makes these tog jigs as well. He and I are in negotiation process on whether or not we're going to be selling them through the Fishin' OC stuff, but that's to come later on. But that's it. That's a tog jig. What size hook, Blake?
They're 3 or 4s.
3 or 4 odd hook depending on the size of the jig. This is a 1 ounce jig, and here's what we're using for bait. right out of the freezer at your local supermarket, thawed regular shrimp, right? You hook them right through the head, we double them up and go once through the tail, and that's it. They love the scent. We've got brown shrimp back in our bays back here. So these guys are used to eating crustaceans and mollusks and things like that. They love green crabs, they love sand fleas. But this raw shrimp has been the ticket for Blake over here on Martha's Landing, so that's what we're using. And let's give it a shot, man. I already saw him catch one right next to me while I'm talking again. That was a good bite.
It's close. Let's see what this guy
Oh
is.
yeah, let's check him out. Go for it.
Dude, isn't that fun as anything, dude?
Fun, man. Get there.
Oh, heck yeah, he is. He's well over 16 back here, dude. Hold him up.
Right on, bro. Look at that.
Dude, that thing.
On the Tog. Here, you hold my fish this time.
No,
I was holding all
dude.
your rockfish.
No, that's against my religion.
Look at that, guys. That's a well over 16-inch Tog. That's our third fish. We've been sitting here for 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. But this dude knows where to find the fish, what tide to fish them on, and that's a beauty. And look at that. On that 1 ounce Tog jig. I gotta admit, man, this is pretty cool catching fish this way. And this one's going to be Tog nuggets in just a few hours. All right, so Blake's got a really cool tip for you guys. If you're out there and you're fishing for black drum, red drum, tall Tog, fish like that can be real wide and bloody when you catch them and clean them later on, good idea is to bleed that fish before you clean them later on. So what we're going to do is he's going to bleed it, put them in the live well, then later on when we clean this fish, there won't be blood and guts and stuff all over the place like there normally would.
Cool. It keeps the meat real white. Right here. Hit that aerator button over there.
Aerator.
Aerator. Then we'll just let her lay in there for a minute and then put her on ice.
Wow. Okay, so if you don't like blood, don't look at this part, but as you can see, that male's going to swim around now, and what happens is every time he tries to swim, the blood's going to be pumping out of him rather than through him. So later on, all this blood will run out of the live well, but that fish's meat will be nice and white, and it won't be bloody all over the cleaning table like you could get sometimes when you're cleaning a fish. Dude, good work. Boom.
Hooked on OC, we'll be right back. One of the shore's best kept secrets is a secret no more. Ocean Pines Golf and Country Club is home to the only Robert Trent Jones Sr. Championship golf course on the Eastern Shore. Ocean Pines is set amongst natural wetlands and scenic woodlands, making it a must-play. Experience golf as it was meant to be played. Call 410-641-6057 or visit us online at oceanpinesgolf.org to book your tee time today.
Pure lure, baby, pure lure.
Are you looking for the best crabs on this side of the Chesapeake Bay? Then head on over to Crabs to Go on the corner of Route 50 and 589. For over 20 years, Crabs to Go has been bringing you the fattest, tastiest crabs on the Eastern Shore, available by the bushel or by the dozen. We also offer a full menu including shrimp, clams, oysters, scallops, lobster tails, crab meat, and soft crabs. Call ahead for fast, hot carry-out. Or stop by for our homemade crab cakes, soups, and salads. This is where the locals come. Crabs to Go, Routes 50 and 589, West Ocean City. And now back for more Hooked on OC.
You say that now.
well,
You say that now. You might check them.
Yeah, it's about 15 and a half.
Yeah, you're right. So, folks, we both caught, I caught a female with the first fish. I'm sorry I didn't show you that. And this is a male. If you couldn't tell by what's going on down there by his anal vent, you can tell by the coloration of them. They're more of a light gray color. You can see that white spot on the side.
Yeah,
that's a dead giveaway for a male tautog. And he's got a really white chin there.
Dude,
the females are much
battle
darker,
wound.
and their bottoms are going to be a darker gray than that white color. Nice fish, bro.
Nice male. They're close.
Yeah, man. I think they're getting bigger. Look at that. That's talent, man. That's talent. When a tog can suck the meat out of a shrimp shell, that's doing something. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Yeah, nice female. Oh, pregnant girl.
Look how fat that girl is. Yeah. Nice work, bro.
Yeah, man.
Well, there's a different way you can tell these fish are female and male. Look at the belly on this female. She's probably full of roe. And that last male that we brought in the boat, similar to the yellow perch over on the Nanticoke Riverside, he had the juices flowing. So they are down there actively spawning, is my guess, because this one's full of roe.
Yep, it's going back.
The male was trying to get her pregnant.
Another nice healthy male, right inside the mouth.
It's amazing how that thing gets back in there.
It is.
I think he's short.
I think it's too. He was fighting though in the beginning.
It's amazing the first 5 feet of a tautog fight, a tautog battle will ensue. In the first 5 to 10 feet, they feel like the bottom of the ocean. And then as they get up in the water column and lose a little bit of their strength, they can turn into fish that don't even end up being able to be kept. But you always got to be ready for it to be a jumbo.
Yep, half an inch short. But it was fun.
Nice work.
Need the netter.
I don't fight many tog on this thing, so it doesn't feel like it. Oh, nice fat female. Same thing, I don't want to break my rod.
Good size.
Yeah, buddy. Man, I'm sold on tog jigs.
Cool.
Here we go, look at that. Folks, if you don't use jigs to go tog fishing, you might want to start. And honestly, this is something we might bring to market. It's really effective. I've seen Blake on social media, and they use these during our Inshore Classic inshore fishing tournament, but that's pretty awesome, man. It's real easy to feel the bite. It's real easy to get up and down as long as you're sitting there nice and still. That fish comes along and eats the shrimp off the back end of that, and then it's direct fight. And with this FG knot that he's tied in between my braid and the leader material here, you can reel it all the way up to the first eye if you want to. Really awesome fishing. That fish is close, but female, I'm going to let her go to propagate the species. But awesome fun. Look, you can see in there, see those teeth. They're down there chomping at those baits, eating crustaceans, crabs, mollusks like oysters and things like that. Pretty awesome fish. Thank you.
Nice female.
Yeah, buddy. There we go. Another nice female. Awesome fun. What do you think? Want to try flounder?
Let's do it.
We got rockfish. We got tog. Now we're going to try flounder. Stick around after the break, and we're going to see if we can catch a flounder up in the thoroughfare where the fishing has been pretty good. Tide's going out. Looks like we might be catching all this stuff right on time. Rockfish on the incoming. Tog on the first part of the outgoing. Let's see if the flounder will cooperate. See you in just a second.
Hooked on OC, we'll be right back.
It's beyond the gun. It's the brain before the bullet. It's not you doing a drill, it's you mastering a skill that could save your life. Fortress Training trains both beginners and advanced shooters on the skill of carrying a firearm and is unlike any other training. Fortress Training has helped over 2,000 people successfully obtain a Maryland wear and carry permit. If you qualify, we can help. Public, private, and corporate events or training are also available. Train at the next level. Train with Fortress Training. Just what exactly does Okaya mean? Okaya means strength. Okaya means dependability. Okaya means value. Okaya means fishing. Check out the full line of Okaya rods, reels, and accessories at okaya.com and find out for yourself why thousands of customers around the world rely on Okaya fishing equipment. Because Okaya means business.
And now back for more Hooked on OC. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Hooked on OC here on WMDT TV 47 every Sunday morning, 7 o'clock. We're at the end of the show right now, folks, so I am in Atlantic Tackle for the Angler's Advantage. Recently, we've been getting a bunch of questions, emails, phone calls, you name it, about cast nets, right? Different sizes, different weights, the different options that you've got, everything between 3.5 and 10 foot. And they've got them all here at Atlantic Tackle. So if you're a newbie to the sport of cast netting and you want to catch some bait, I really recommend going with something like this. Look, it even says on the box, you will love it. This is the Buddy Net. So if you don't know what you're doing, you're new to cast net and trying to catch bait, kids, this is great for you guys. Instructions on the back of the box. It's got a ring built right into it, so it's almost dummy proof. It's going to take a little bit of skill with getting the thing untangled at first, but once you do these instructions, you're really going to figure out how to throw that cast net effectively, and then you can go from that and graduate into some larger sizes. But if you don't know how to throw one, this is the way to start off. Don't be embarrassed because there's a kid on the front of it wearing a life jacket. This is for a novice, kid, regardless. If you don't know how to throw the cast net, start with something like this. A couple of different baits that we're going to find in our back bays are these bad boys. Get this question a lot. Bunker, or LY, you hear them referred to as, and mullet. These are my two favorites for flounder fishing. And the cast nets do it, catch them all. Got to be particular though on what kind of cast net you're going to use to catch these. The question I get most often is, where do you catch these different fish? So we're right on the commercial harbor here. Usually late June, sometime early July, bunker will start to swirl in here all the way down to the ramp and in marshes and creeks and stuff around Ocean City. That's the best place to catch bunker and mullet. If you see mullet, they're going to be up on the surface, usually curving a straight line right down the marsh lines. Bunker are going to be spinning. They're going to be in a circular rotation like this. You might see some little flicks up on the surface. That's how you're going to notice the difference between bunker and mullet. Cast netting, you're going to want to go with a 1/4 inch or 3-inch mesh. If you don't know what you're doing or you're a novice, start with something in the 4 to 5 foot range. They also have them in 6, 7, 8, and 10 foot. So you guys that are going off the beach to try and catch these big bunkers, things like that, going offshore, maybe chunking tunas, shark fishing, that sort of thing. And if you know what you're doing, that's the way to go. Big 10-footer. A couple things you're going to want to pay attention to. The mesh size, obviously the size of the net, and then the weights on that net. You're going to see on the top here those three things. This particular net is a 6-footer, 3/8 mesh, monofilament material. It's got 1 pound of weight for every linear foot, all right? So that's the different sizes that you want to use. Let me show you one. This is how it's going to come. A couple different options. You got the bag and the box. This is never going back in this box, so throw this away. If you can get it back in there, good on you, but this is how you're going to find it packaged, all right? And I'll show you the difference between a 6-footer and what you might think it is. So get your net all unraveled. There's the neck of the net, and as you can see, a 6-foot net is 6 feet tall. So this opens up to 12 feet, 12-foot radius. This is the way to go. Once you get this thing all set up, we're not going to show you how to throw it, but we'll show you how to set it up. Arm's lengths, get it all the way down to the neck, the eye of the net, grab it halfway down, and then you're going to start your sinker stuff. Once you're done throwing your net,
You're gonna have some really awesome bait. Atlantic Tackle has options for storing your bait, like this Bait Buddy by Fraybill. Comes with an aerator and everything in it. Here's my recommendation for once you get your cast net. 5-gallon bucket, everything goes in it. You take it off, just leave it just like this. Because like I said, the difference between it going in here and going in here is drastic. Atlantic Tackle right here on the commercial harbor, right across the street from Sunset Grill and Sunset Marina. We'll see you here.
Hooked on OC, we'll be right back.
Sunset Provisions is Delmarva's largest marine supply retailer, stocking an unmatched selection of pumps, paints, hoses, cosmetic care products, and marine hardware, featuring the absolute best brands in the industry. Combine this unbelievable in-stock selection of top-name brands with super competitive pricing and a seasoned staff that can help you navigate your project. Make Sunset Provisions Delmarva's go-to marine supply store. So stop by or call today and see for yourself what makes Sunset Provisions the area's best marine supply store. Sunset Provisions is located in West Ocean City at Sunset Marina.
At Spencer Yachts, your dreams can become a reality in a sport fishing yacht unequaled in style, performance, and value. Spencer Yachts has taken the Carolina style of boat building and transformed it into a world-class, high-performance sport fishing yacht. Spencer Yachts Brokerage is Spencer Yachts' in-house trusted yacht broker with extensive market knowledge. New to Spencer Yachts Brokerage is the beautiful 77-foot Jarrett Bay Boatworks sport fish, Mama Who. Check out Mama Who and all that Spencer Yachts Brokerage has to offer at SpencerYachtsInc.com. Aqua Traction custom designed marine flooring products have exceptional traction, wet or dry, making your boat safer, cleaner, and more comfortable. Aqua Traction flooring is durable, stain resistant, and backed with 3M adhesive specifically designed to withstand the harshest marine environments. With 23 nationwide reps, Aqua Traction has an unmatched 3-year warranty, provides the fastest turnaround time, and has unparalleled customer service. Check out aquatraction.com to find out why I've got it in my boat and how it's charter proven all around the country. PYY Marine is the Mid-Atlantic's choice for yellowfin, Cape Horn, and Solus boats and is an authorized factory-trained sales and service center for Yamaha, Mercury, and Suzuki engines. PYY Marina in Pasadena, Maryland offers affordable slips and the gated facility offers 24-hour surveillance for worry-free storage. Whether it's education, service, slips, sales, or storage, our goal is to make boating easy and fun. Give our experienced crew a call and let our customer service speak for itself. Why PYY Marine? Why not?
And now back for more Hooked on OC.
Hat trick!
Mission accomplished!
Hat trick!
Mission accomplished.
Just put on the salmon.
I don't know if he's going in the,
no.
in the fish box, but still, nice flounder. There we go. Ooh.
Come on, baby.
That's him, folks. Paralichthes dentatus. I'm gonna guess 15 inches. You didn't play football, did you?
Dude,
you fumble a lot.
I didn't. Daggone, you're right. 15 on the nose.
I know a flounder. So, there he is, folks. Paralichthes dentatus. It's two of my favorite words to say. Size limit on these bad boys is 16.5 inches, so he's an inch and a half short. But still, we've got the trifecta, man.
Dude,
we got the trifecta. Rockfish at the Route 50 Bridge, Tog at Martha's Landing, and now Flounder in the thoroughfare. This is one hell of a fishing trip, man. One hell of a back bay fishing trip. And there it is, man. There it is again. That's the thingamajig head. Blake has modified this. He put a rubber skirt on there. You can take that off if you feel like it. And then all he's done is put a 5-inch, that's a salmon red gulp on there. So bing, bang, boom, man. The thingamajig is better, is a good rig for most of this stuff. You can see how it's shaped, and that's going to be down here like this. So it's not going to get snagged up as much, and it's going to have a little up in the air action like that. Really effective rig. Obviously for rockfish, we caught over 40 fish. And now a flounder. In his lucky fishing OC hat. Shallow water flatties. Got my phone wet. Hey,
oh, look at that. Released it for you.
Sorry I had to hang up on you, Dave. We're in shallow water flatty mode. Yeah. Oh, and look at that. I'm glad I got off the phone. He wasn't hooked great, was he?
Nope.
Yeah, I felt that nibble. And decided to let it sit there for a second. Was actually talking on the phone to our fearless leader, Dave Messick, checking in on our camera guy, Jake, making sure everything was going well. And I said, everything is going real well. We've already caught 40 plus rockfish at the Route 50 bridge, caught a keeper tog and about 10 other ones sitting there at Martha's Landing. And now we're in the thoroughfare catching flounders. I don't think that one's going to make it either, but it's pretty close. Might be 15 and a half, 16 inches. Yep. I think that little nick right there in the tail might cost me a quarter of an inch too, so that'll suck if that happens. But there they are, man. These fish are up here pretty thick in the thoroughfare. Shallow water right now. Springtime's always shallow water, usually between 4 and maybe 8 feet. We're in what, 5? 4 feet of water right now, and he jumps on the Fishing OC Deadly Double. Let's check him out. Man, we like dropping fish on the deck on this boat. All right, 16 and a half. These are pretty accurate, but if he gets to where I think he's 16 and a half, we're gonna break out the reel ruler and then double check him. We might have to double check him. You got a ruler?
Yep.
Okay.
There's one behind you on the board.
Here we go.
And then I have another one too.
What do you think? I don't like messing with the DNR.
Yeah.
I don't like messing with the DNR. I don't like their questions being raised. Yeah. I also like appeasing the flounder gods. So that fish with this little nick in his tail, he gets another chance. See you, bro. Yeah! What a day.
Hooked on OC. We'll be right back.
How much protection from the beach would you need to match the Arctic Air Coastal Series air conditioner? Still not enough. Arctic Air Coastal Series, built for the beach.
Top Dog Services is built on an essential response attitude and has been serving the entire East Coast since 1994. In these uncertain times, we understand our customers' need for an immediately safe environment. Top Dog is now specializing in electrostatic cleaning as well as full commercial janitorial services for clients that include the U.S. Pentagon. We have crews ready to efficiently and proactively address and clean confirmed COVID-19 areas to allow a safe return to the space at the earliest convenience. Give Top Dog Services a call to find out why our mottos stand strong. Lean on experience, adapt to new ideas. Red Sun Custom Apparel opened for business in Ocean City, Maryland with the mission of providing total customer satisfaction. Our philosophy is simple. Offer a wide selection of leading products at competitive prices and provide high-quality customer service 7 days a week. Our customers place orders with confidence knowing they will be completed on time and accurate according to the high standards Red Sun Custom has quickly become known for. Call us today for all of your promotional needs.
You don't buy an ordinary chair for the beach, so why would you buy an ordinary air conditioner for the beach? Arctic Air Coastal Series, built for the beach.
And now back for more Hooked on OC.
Dude, crushed it.
What a trip, bro. I mean, what a trip. Blake and I talked about doing this just really about a week or so ago. I said, hey man, you feel like going to do some inshore togging or something? He's an inshore tog specialist. We only fished there for probably half hour, 40 minutes. We caught 11 fish, had one keeper. Then we decided to go give the flounders a try, and caught a couple there too, man. You know, the flounder fishing up in the thoroughfare has been good. 2 throwbacks for us. That one fish was probably a keeper. We decided to let him go because of that nick in the tail. But first thing this morning, the rockfish at the 50 bridge, bro, the thingamajig was on fire.
Non-stop.
This is kind of a test for us too.
Yeah.
You know, I've caught a couple of fish on it and stuff, but we killed them today.
Crushed them.
Crushed them. I mean, 40 plus fish. A couple in that 24 to maybe 26 inch range, and lots of them, man. It was a couple of, like, we were joking around about how I'm talking to the folks at home and you're hooking up in the background. Yeah. The same thing happened with me when you were talking. We had double hookups with 2 fish at the same time. But great trip, bro. Thank you very much.
I was handing you my fish. I was casting back in.
Yeah, I know how you work now, man. I know how you work. But thanks very much, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Don't ask. He doesn't charter, so don't call him. Don't hit him on Instagram and say, hey, will you take me fishing? Because he doesn't charter. It's just for fun. But we did want to show how this stuff works. And there's so much stuff going on in the back bays of Ocean City in the late spring. You got to take advantage of it. If you have kids, there's flounder fishing that you can do, both in the South Bay and the North Bay up by the thoroughfare. Route 50, Route 90, Verrazano Bridge, all have rockfish on them this time of year. There's shad busting down here at the Oceanic Pier and the Ocean City Inlet. And then you got tog over here at Martha's Landing, South Jetty, North Jetty. There's a ton of stuff going on. Remember this stuff. Tall tog season is closed from May the 15th until July 1st, all right? Completely closed. Can't keep them at all. Rockfish limits, 1 fish from 28 to 35 inches. That's it. 1 fish in that slot. That's all you're allowed to keep. Bluefish is 3 per person, 8 inches and bigger if you want to keep any bluefish. And flounder regulation 16.5 inches, and you're allowed 4 per person. All right, remember all that stuff, because if you get pulled over by the DNR and you don't have those regulations in hand, they're not going to give you that I didn't know stuff. Okay, make sure you know those regulations, because it is your responsibility if you're out here on the water. Anything you'd like to say to the folks at home, bro?
The thingamajig, it works, man.
Blake is part of our manufacturing process for that, man. So I am really, really, really happy that it worked out the way it did today. They're available right now. Atlantic Tackle, Bahia Marine has got them. You can get them online on our website, fishingoc.com. And it is obviously a really, really great rig for doing this stuff down here at the Route 50 Bridge, Route 90 Bridge, Verrazano Bridge, probably the South Jetty. We'll be using it all summer long. Deadly doubles and all that sort of thing are still catching flounder, so you can get those at Atlantic Tackle or online at fishingoc.com as well. Make sure you like us on Instagram, Facebook, Hooked on OC on both places. I Fish in OC on both those places. Make sure you stay tuned for another episode of the show. It's every Sunday morning, man, 7 o'clock. We love doing this kind of stuff and love fishing with people like this. All right, thanks very much for watching. Peace out.